Hello children. So polar bears live in the cold Arctic regions and camels live in the hot deserts. So what do you think? Could these animals survive in each other's surroundings? And if not, why not? So children, in our topic, we are going to learn about the different ways in which plants and animals live and thrive in their surrounding environments. And the name of our topic is the living organisms and their surroundings. Different living organisms live in different types of surroundings. What are organisms? They are living creatures. Now just look at these different pictures. Look at the different animals and plants that live and grow there. Each one so different from the next. So, every living organism needs some place where their basic necessities like food, water, and shelter should be met with so that they can live and survive. So, the surroundings where organisms live is called a habitat. So habitats can be classified or divided as follows into terrestrial habitats and aquatic habitats. So what are terrestrial habitats? The plants and animals that live on land are said to live in terrestrial habitats. Examples of terrestrial habitats include forests, grasslands, deserts, coastal regions, and mountain regions as well. On the other hand, the habitats of the plants and animals that live in water are called aquatic habitats. Examples of aquatic habitats include ponds, lakes, rivers, etc. Fill in the blanks. The habitats of plants and animals that live on land are called. Children, do you know the answer? So the habitats of plants and animals that live on land are called terrestrial habitats. So, in a particular habitat, the living things such as plants and animals are called its biotic components. And there are various non-living things such as rocks and soil and air and water in the habitat that constitute its abiotic components. Sunlight and heat also form the abiotic components of the habitat. So children, how do these organisms survive in these different surroundings? So in order to be able to live and thrive in their surroundings, the organisms need to be able to adapt to their surroundings. So, the presence of specific features or certain habits which enable a plant or an animal to live in its surroundings is called adaptation. So, let us take the example of a camel. How are camels adapted to survive in a desert? Now, deserts are places where the temperatures are extremely high or low. In the case of the camel, the body structure of the camel helps it to survive in the desert conditions. Camels have long legs which help keep their bodies away from the heat of the sand. They also excrete small amounts of urine. Their dung is dry and they do not sweat. Since camels lose very little water from their bodies, they can live for many days without water. So fill in the blanks. The living things such as plants and animals in the habitat are its. Do you know the answer, children? So the living things such as plants and animals in a habitat are its biotic components. So children, we shall continue with this chapter in our next class.